Tier lists. Some believe they were created to cause controversy on Twitter, and others believe they are the true definition of meaning within games. However, they are not conclusive whatsoever. Everyone has a different opinion when it comes to tier lists, and they're absurdly subjective. It doesn't matter whether you play a top tier or a mid tier or even a low tier. Every match really comes down to skill more than anything. Now, due to the subjective nature of tier lists, everyone has a slightly different one. Now, as a player, I don't have much time on Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yet, I thought it would be really funny for me to try and create a tier list and then compare it to a real one to see how close I got to the real thing and real players' opinions. So let's get straight into it and see how stupid of a tier list I will end up making. Okay, so I think the best way to do this is to go through the characters alphabetically, and then we're going to put them into the main tiers where I think they should be. And then after that, I will then sort the tiers to the best of my ability, right? Okay, so for the tiers we have Broken at the very top. These are characters that I think are absurdly strong. Then we have top tier, just your average, very run-of-the-mill goated character. Very strong, pick up and play, win. High tier is characters that have a lot of good stuff. They usually dominate the tiers below them, but they're just not as good as the top tiers. High mid tier is obviously the biggest tier in a game, and that's because they usually lack an absurd amount of like advantages. No, it's not like high tier or top tier where they're good in every single asset. They usually have a gimmick or something good about them, but they're not good as a whole. They're just the average character, and I think it's usually the biggest tier in games, mid tier. So I sorted it into high, mid tier, and mid tier. So this is characters that are kind of busted, and then mid tier is just the average character, and then trash is self-explanatory. These characters I think stink, to be honest. So actually, I will start with the characters I play. Now, Android 17, I'm not gonna lie, I think this character is really good. Now, Android 17, I know he has stupid combo routes. His supers are super convenient. He has a barrier, which is always good for blocking projectiles. And on top of this, he has this like dash where he can just go across the screen and dodge like supers. I've literally dodged somebody's Kamehameha before, or even their level 3, because I've used this dash to jump out of the way, right? Now, those mechanics are busted. And then on top of that, I think 17 is just really good. I use him and I actively feel as if I'm cheating. The other characters I play are obviously Beerus and Android 18. Beerus, I think, is also very stupid. He has very good defensive options because he has the ability to just spawn projectiles around him, which is absurd because then they get hit if they try and dash in on you. He has really strong combos, and on top of that, he has the strongest level 3 in the game, I think. To me, I think Beerus is really good. I don't think he's as good as 17, but I do think he's absurd. And speaking of absurd, I think Android 18 is busted. Her assists with 17, I've seen, can be so oppressive. I don't do it well, but Android 18 having the ability to summon 17 to continue her own block strings is really good. On top of that, she has a teleport super for her level 1, where she teleports above you, fires a beam, very good for reversals. Her combo game is absurd. She has a Destructo disc, which is a good projectile, and overall, she's just very good. So I think Android 18 is pretty broken, right? Now we get to the point where this is going to be just my wacky opinions, basically. So I'm going to get rid of the characters and just chuck them in the tiers, right? The ones that I know are stupid. Firstly, this guy, I still don't know how to fight, right? He has an ability where he can just throw an aerial projectile at you and it just goes through blocks and then he gets a combo off of it, and I still don't know how to deal with it. I guess you jump, but it's pretty fast. It's like it has a similar mechanic, right? But his is reactable as fuck. That on Gogeta, I have no idea how you're supposed to react to it, right? Another character that really is oppressive is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well. You can tell they like Gogeta. And this character's stupid. His combo route's absurd. His damage absurd. Like everything this guy does just feels like an upgraded version of every other character in the game. It's very clear that the DLC in this game are quite unbalanced, because most of the people I'm going to be putting in this tier are DLC, because also Ultra Instinct Goku, some very bullshit mechanics on that character, right? They made him very strong. I think Ultra Instinct is just shit in games anyway, because giving Goku the ability to just dodge stuff because he feels like it is absurd. That doesn't make sense in a fighting game. So I'm going to put Goku in broken. Now, another really broken character, I don't need to explain much. If you've watched any of my DBFZ videos, you've seen me be bullied by Android 21. It's fucked. It's actually fucked. This character has everything you could ever want. She does so much, and it feels like there's nothing you can do. She is absurd. I don't know if she's the best character in the game, but I would put good money that she is, to be honest. Another good character that I've played against recently is Super Baby 2. He seems very versatile, but he doesn't really have a gimmick. I haven't played against him enough to be like, this gimmick is perfect. This is the best thing about Super Baby 2. But when I have fought him, he seemed pretty decent, so we're gonna put him there. Another character that can be quite oppressive whenever I fight them is this Broly, but I'm still gonna put him in high tier. right? And that's because, to my understanding, big-bodied characters almost always suck in fighting games. They always shit out damage, but they usually have shorter combos. This Broly doesn't suffer from the shorter combos problem, and to make up for his size, they did give him super armor. He can just go through moves if they don't do enough damage, but I feel like it just doesn't give him enough. He still gets mega hard comboed because of his size, and his supers, in my opinion, aren't that good. Another character I get a lot is this Vegeta. Saiyan Saga Vegeta, very good character, very solid. I used to use him a lot on my team, and honestly, he's just good. He's just versatile, solid. His supers are very good. His level 3, not so much, because it is just a beam that shoots upwards, which is kind of inconvenient, but I mean, hey, he does the job correctly. Another very good character, DBS Broly. He's cool. His combos do a shit ton of damage, like some of the most in the game, I'm pretty sure, but I feel like for a character of his size, his pokes actually aren't that big. Like when I was playing 18, I felt like I was almost poking the same distance as this guy, which is absurd because of how big he is. I feel like that holds him back from being broken. Another broken character, Android 21. I think this character, absurd. I think this character is absurd. Every single time I've fought her, it's been bullshit. Her tail being a poke option should not be a thing. Why can she poke with her tail? Her tail is huge. That is actually bullshit, right? But broken. That's where I'm going to put that. Android 16, high mid-tier. When I fought him, he didn't feel strong. His combos didn't do that much damage, and he ultimately was kind of easy to beat, like in the sense that he's just fat, so I could combo him hard. He didn't have fast moves to really deal with me, but he did then grab me when I had 70% of my health and insta-kill me. So hey, who's the real winner, right? His gimmick, you can see why he's smirking like that, because he just cheeses the shit out of you. That happened in my You Lose You Draw video. Little spoilers, I had to draw Android 16. It was really funny. I'm gonna do another one of those soon, hopefully. Now, Captain Ginyu, I've only fought him a couple times, but I think he's gonna have to be in trash, man. I don't know, when I fight Ginyu, I'm just not scared, to be honest. And obviously that could be an experience because I haven't fought many Ginyus, but maybe there's a reason I haven't fought many Ginyus, you know what I mean? Anyways, Bardock, pretty solid, just solid character. Does everything pretty well. Really high damaging pokes, good burst options, but ultimately he just doesn't have anything broken about him. Same goes for Perfect Cell. He doesn't really have anything super broken, just does a solid amount of damage with solidly sized pokes because he's a big guy. Then we got Cooler. Cooler doesn't have any huge gimmicks, but he's huge, right? And he's not huge in the sense that he's fat like the Brolys. He's also long. He's a lanky guy. This brother has long arms and legs. That is so useful in a fighting game because he can poke you from so far away and get his shit started. I'm also pretty sure he has a move where he swings with his tail, which is bullshit. The tails should not be hitboxes. That is fucked, okay? Tails are so huge in this series. Now, Frieza, I'm going to put in mid-tier. I could be very wrong with this one, but Frieza is a zoner, and I feel like zoners aren't favored in DBFZ. If you are zoning, you're not really getting the same kind of combos, and I feel like you're at a disadvantage because of that, right? Because you want to keep your opponent out, but this is a game with so many options to get in. Literally every character has the ability to dash through projectiles, teleport behind you. Most of them can turn their supers into teleports behind you. They can block, they can fire their own projectiles. Some of them can reflect projectiles. Everyone can reflect projectiles. Some of them have barriers. There's so many options to dealing with projectiles that I feel like being a projectile heavy character just isn't that functional. So that's why I'm putting Frieza in mid-tier. This Gohan, I literally have no fucking clue. So we're just going to put him here because I actually don't think I fought this Gohan. This Gohan, however, I have fought, and he is the same. Very versatile, but he does he does the same damage output as these guys, I think, but he's small and his pokes are very easy to deal with because he's a rat. And when you are that small, it's like, yeah, you're hard to hit and combo, but you need to get in as well. Anyways, this Goku Black is fucked up. He has amazing zoning options and amazing rushdown options on top of really good supers and I think some pretty good assists. So ultimately, I'm gonna put this Goku here, and I think this Goku Black might have to go there because Rose is really good right now. GT Goku, I think is pretty broken. I fought him like twice and I got farmed. I'm not gonna lie. This character, I know I just said the thing about being a rat, but this guy, fucked up. Can do anything he wants. His DPS is simply higher, and I don't know, he just kind of fucks you up. Now, I'm not going to rank both of these Gokus because they're basically the same, I'm pretty sure. Both of these, I think they're just alright characters. I think they're just good. They're just solid characters. You can pick them and you'll do well, but they're not gimmicky. They don't have a broken thing about them, I think. Unlike this Goku. This Goku is fucked up because he does the same thing as everyone else below him, except he is arguably one of the best supers in the game, in my opinion, because he can mix it up. He can jump over you and then hit low or hit front or hit high, and like, there's so many different things he can do with that Kaioken level 1. And then on top of that, he can convert it into basically anything he wants. So I think that Goku has to go in top tier. I was considering putting him up here, but I don't think he's that good. Next is Hit. His gimmick is very strong. Time skip is always going to be a broken gimmick in a fighting game. He can get out of your shit. He can stun you very well, hit you from across the screen. It's bullshit. But I think because of how bullshit his mechanic is, they didn't give him as much damage as the people above him, which means he's not broken. He's just top tier, which is still absurd, by the way. Now, this Gotenks, I know he sucks. This Gotenks, bro, this character does nothing. This character actually actually does nothing. Now, Yanemba's kind of fucked up. I fought him a couple times, and he seems really good, but I feel like I need to fight him more to know. And Jiren is another one where I have barely fought him, but I'm pretty sure he's really strong. So we're just gonna put him here. That seems safe. Kefla, I have fought, and I know she's strong, but I think she's weird. When I fought her, she didn't feel oppressive in the same way that these DLC did. And granted, that could be down to the player, but I just don't think Kefla is that overpowered. I think she's relatively well balanced. Now, Kid Buu, he seems like he sucks. Krillin, he's alright. I don't think I've ever fought this Buu. Actually, I have once, and he sucks. Roshi, I've fought a couple times. He's pretty solid. Nappa, again, just alright. Piccolo, not good. Tien, I've fought a couple times. High mid-tier, just an alright character. Trunks, I've fought, just not good, man. Vegito, very oppressive. That's it. Absurd damage. He's a fusion. In case you haven't noticed, there's a trend with the fusions in this game. Dragon Ball love fusions, right? And whenever fusions get put into games, they get made broken because they're by far the most popular characters, right? This one, slightly an exception though. He seems really good. Videl, also very good. I don't know, I just don't think Yamcha cooks like that, so I'm gonna put him at the bottom of high tier. Now, we'll do my best to order these real quick. Okay, and that's it. This is the official Wukong Dragon Ball FighterZ tier list. With about 100 hours in the game, I have made a tier list. And I'm gonna look now to see how accurate it is. And if I'm really off, I think that'd just be really funny. So let me look at that real quick. Oh, you know what, right? Oh my god, never mind. I have fumbled completely, holy shit. Oh no. I'm gonna flash it up on the screen now. Oh my god. I have never been so wrong in my life. Well, that's about what you guys expected from this video, right? Thanks for watching, everyone. So today was another more chill video. I just got my new setup and I'm ready to record more videos. I've been quite busy this week because I've been working on uni. I just got back to uni, which is quite fun. So I just wanted to throw this video out. Next week, I'm hoping to do something more entertaining and just do a more interesting type of video. So keep an eye out for that. And we'll be back with the regularly scheduled content. Sorry for not uploading last Monday. Again, super busy. We've just moved into uni. So we'll see how it goes, but the videos will be back every Monday. So make sure to tune in. I'm gonna try and figure out a consistent time to get them up on Monday, and so I can let you guys know, because like right now I just kind of throw them up whenever I feel like it, but I mean, we'll see, right? But anyways, thanks for subscribing. Make sure to drop a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.